Muy refresca. Oh, hola. Bienvenidos. Bienvenidos a la clase de Mr. Perich. ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? Yo no sé. Está no aquí. Did some of you have a hard time understanding me? Well, allow me to translate it to you. I said, this water is delicious. Welcome to Mr. Perich's class. Where's the library? Darned if I know. Translations. What's a translation? Well, a translation in language is taking an object or a word and recreating that word, the same exact word, but maybe in a different location. Mathematically speaking, it's the same thing. If I were to do a translation in math, I would just simply take an object and put that same exact object, same exact thing, over here. My object wouldn't get bigger, it wouldn't get smaller, it wouldn't reflect, it wouldn't turn, it wouldn't change a whole lot, just its location. So let's take a look at these three. If I were to apply that in math, and I want to go from blue to red, that's going to go from blue to red. Did my object simply move? No. So is this a translation? No. Looks like my shape got smaller. If I'm going from blue to red, did my object just simply move? No. What did it do? Well, it seems to me like it made a mirror image, a reflection, if you will. What about this guy? Did blue become red and be a translation? It sure did. All I did was took that object and go, I didn't make it bigger, I didn't make it smaller, I didn't rotate it, I didn't flip it, I didn't turn it upside down. It's the same exact shape, but in a different location. Translations. Now, what if I were to give you a graph and ask you to move that shape along a graph? Should I just try to draw and count and draw the whole shape? Absolutely not. Here I have JLK, JKL, LKJ, however you want to view it, and I'm being asked to translate it 4 units right and 3 units down. In the end, that shape is just going to go from there to like that. So let's make it happen, and let's do it at one point at a time. So let's start out with J. There it is. I want to move it 4 units right and 3 units down. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right, 1, 2, 3 down. Now, what you didn't see is I literally took this guy and I moved along my graph and I went 1, 2, 3, 4, right, 1, 2, 3 down, and put a dot there. I'm calling it J prime because I'm not going to call it J again. I have to make it a new name. And whenever you're creating a new image, which is what this is called, you're going to attach little apostrophes called primes. Let's do it again. I'm going to take K here and I'm going to move it 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right, 1, 2, 3 down, and call it K prime. Again, just counting over and counting down. Let's do the same thing with L. I'm going to move it 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right, 1, 2, 3 down, and call it L prime. I'm going to take those dots and do my darndest to connect them, which that looks absolutely terrible. It is very, very, very hard writing on these screens. Oh gosh, I didn't make it much better. But as you can see, what it's supposed to look like is that red shape is supposed to just become that black shape and just simply move. It's not supposed to get bigger. It's not supposed to get smaller. It's not supposed to rotate. It's not supposed to reflect. It's just supposed to move. So what else do I have to do? Well, it looks like I have to name the new points. So I'll start with J prime, and the way I go from the origin to J prime is I go right 1, 2, 3 spaces, so that's going to be 3, and then I don't move up or down, so I have a 0. Let's do the same thing with K prime. How do I get from my origin to K prime? I go right 1, 2, 3, and then, so if I go right 3, that's 3. And then I go down 1, 2 spaces, and that's -2. How about L? Well, Where do I move left or right? Well, it looks like I don't move left or right from my origin, so that's going to be a 0. And then I move down 2. And there you have it. So translating the triangle 4 units to the right and 3 units down just makes me take that one triangle and go same exact triangle. Shall we do it again? Let's go. That, my friends, is called a quadrilateral. It's the same exact type of problem, but I'm moving 4 dots instead. Translate the figure 2 units left and 4 units down. So let's start with red, and let's start with A because it's the beginning of the alphabet. If I'm going to go 2 units left and 4 units down, I'm starting at an A and I'm going 1, 2 hops to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4 hops down, and I'm going to call it A prime. Again, I'm starting at A and I'm going pew, 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 down. If you don't say pew, you probably won't get it right. Maybe, but probably not. Let's start at B, or not start, but continue at B and go 1, 2 to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4 down. And let's call you B prime. Let's do the same thing with C, right there. Let's go 1, 2 to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4 down, and call it C prime. Again, just counting over and down. And here's D. Let's go 1, 2 to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4 down. Now let me attempt to connect these dots and make it a whole lot better than the last one that I did. I'll take it. So really, again, all I did was took that red image, or that red, I guess I should call it pre-image because it's not my answer, that red shape, and moved it over and down. Now I can name those points. A prime, the way I get to A prime is I start at the origin and I go left 3, which is -3, and then I don't move up or down. Okay. If I want to go to B, there's my origin. I would move left or right nowhere. So that first number is a 0 because I don't move left or right to get to B prime. And I move down once, which is -1. If I want to get to C prime, I would start at my origin right there, go right once, which is a 1. And I'd go down 1, 2, 3, 4, which is -4. Okay? And last but not least, D prime has me starting at the origin right there, going left 1, 2, 3. So left 3 is -3. And down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that, boys and girls, is the end of that. Adios. Solamente matemáticas en la casa. Gracias. Adiós.